Okay, so today we're going to prepare the fifth wheel for when we're, our next trip. So we're going to be lubing the fifth wheel up and greasing up the rubber bushings on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to show you how to do it. Just going through it. I'll show you the tools that I have available to me. I went out and purchased these today. And full disclosure, I haven't done this before. So, nice. There we go. I have to unlock the box here. What I'm doing. Okay. So I got the Boat and Marine grease gun. Got that from Home Depot. Cost $19. It takes the little tubes. It's a very little gun. Then, being that I don't do the grease fittings on my RV, and because sorry, that was a artillery going off. I'm on a military installation. Because the RV is still under a warranty, I don't do the fittings on the axles or the wheels. I have those serviced. So, yep, small grease gun. And we've got some white lithium grease that I picked up at Walmart. That'll be going on the rubber bushings. And these are my extra tubes. I've got the red and tacky grease. It's basically good for everything. So I'll be using the red and tacky. There's one grease fitting on the bottom of the fifth wheel, as you will see in the truck. And on the kingpin, which is in here, you got the groove around the center, which my stabilizer is covering right now. But before we leave, I'll be greasing up that groove in there so it slides good in the jaws in the hitch. I do have the B&W companion fifth wheel hitch. Is 20,000 pounds. So that's how mine's going to work, and I will be showing you that as I'm doing it. So stand by for that. So I'm going to try to do this where you can see it. I have to pull out that silver pin there. The fifth wheel is going to come off, then I'll bring it over here and put it in the bed. I'll be pretty much doing that there, and you'll see the rubber bushings underneath there, and then where the big nut is underneath there on the bottom is where the grease fitting is, and I'll be greasing up the inside of the jaws there as well. Rubber gloves. Always put your cotter pins back in. That way you don't lose them. There you go, one grease fitting right there that we have to do. Looks like it was greased at the factory. And to be fair, I haven't done it since. These I did. They're dry, so I need to put more in there. Otherwise, it would have came off a lot easier. So the white lithium grease, that's going to go on there. Probably should have done this last because I got to use the grease gun still. Get the sides, make sure it's slippery in there. I get the excess off my hands in here. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well. So what I'm going to do, take that one off. There we go. Okay, now, show you the grease fitting, in case you can't see it, right here. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay. To be fair, I don't even know if any grease is going in. It's hard to tell. You see here? Oh yeah, looks like there's grease going in. Yep. May take the whole tube. Not a very big tube. Oh, I can see it pushing out now. It is definitely pushing out that side over here. Yeah, it's coming out now. Got it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now that's lubed up. I did not want to do that. I didn't want to get grease on myself. Okay. So what we're going to do next, we're going to put this back on and we're going to grease the jaws. Let's get these back out the way. Now, if anybody has a BMW Hitch, you know how heavy this is. There we go. We're going to put the pins back in. Lock those in place. Oh, it moves so much better. Look at that. Heck yeah, that's what you want. Alright. Let me get this here. I'm going to go grab a rag real quick. Now we're gonna shoot some of the grease. Make sure you guys can see this. We're gonna shoot some of the grease right into the jaws, right in here. This is the Lucas Oil Tacky. I'm just gonna put it here in specific spots like this. Maybe gonna lube up the inside. I'm not gonna lube up the plate because I have a fifth wheel lubricating plate already hooked up to my camper. That's all I need right there. Okay. I don't even know. Yep, there you go. All I'm gonna do is just get in there, just lube it up with my fingers, get it moved around a little bit. That's about it. Any place where that kingpin's going to come into contact, or this is going to have contact with any moving part, I want to make sure it's lubed up nice and greasy. There we go. Just that simple. Alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be done. Okay. And I'll exercise the jaws here in a second. Let me do this. Bend the camera back a little bit. Here we go. Okay. Put that glove off. Just work the jaws a little bit here. So really the only point that's touching is like right here. But I just want to make sure it's all good. Okay, and that's it. That's all you have to do with the BMW to lubricate the plate or lubricate your fifth wheel. We are golden, and I've got a peephole right there where I can see the fresh grease coming up, so that's nice. Okay. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you guys the hack with a tape. That'll be here today, I believe, but I'm not going to do that for about a week and a half. So it'll be a literally a snap of the fingers. This is a take two because I don't know what just happened. So this box right here is for my chemicals, such as my grease gun, which is in here, my vinyl cleaner, my air conditioning cleaner. Notice I'm putting the grease stuff on top. Thought about putting my small tools in here, you know, the ones that I have over here in my other box right there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep my always used tool chemicals in here. I do have another box with just chemicals in it underneath the front. Those are the ones I don't use that often, so we keep these in here. These boxes are pretty cheap, you know, Home Depot. This one was only like, I think 20 bucks. Those ones I think were also 20 bucks, but they were on sale. So yeah, if you need storage, and they're watertight, which is nice. They have seals in the lids, as you can see right there. So just one of those ideas that if you need something, I'm going to put my WD-40 in this one too. And these containers I leave in the back of my truck because these are the ones I use the most, and I don't want to have to keep digging through my camper to get them out. So I leave them in the back of the truck where it's readily available. Just go pop the deck open and we're good. So I keep my power tools in that one. Extra water pressure gauge. I got a second one because I did lose one already. Pressure wrenches, stuff like that. Yeah, and over here again, just the spare stuff that I use. And if anybody has any idea how to make that thing fit, mine doesn't fit. It leaks. Try to use it, it leaks. Right around the head. Don't know why. Maybe because the extra valve I got, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so